Holy greetings to you, ladies and gentlemen. I want to use this medium to appreciate the presiding chancellor, the deputy chancellors, both administration and academics, and the respected board of regents, faculty members, program director, course advisor, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols daily observed. My name is Adego Kioludoto Leke Newton, a PhD student of Church Administration and Management at Real Life Christian College and Seminary. In today's presentation, we shall look into the topic Case Studies of Successful Welfare Evangelism Programs, and we shall be dwelling specifically on investigating specific examples of welfare evangelism initiatives and assessing their strategies, their outcomes, and their sustainability. This paper investigates a successful welfare evangelism program worldwide, analyzing basically the strategies employed, the outcome of the strategies, as well as the sustainability of the entire process. We shall be using a mixed method approach, which includes interviews and field observations. It identifies common factors contributing to the success through the news exploration. It offers insights that are quite valuable for humanitarian aid and the religious outreach practitioners as well as policy makers. In the chapter 1, we introduce welfare evangelism, which is basically the merging of evangelistic endeavors with humanitarian aid. Illustrating its historical roots in the Christian tradition, it examines its emergence, emphasizing its holistic approach to addressing both the spiritual and the material needs of an individual or the community at large. The chapter furthermore outlines the study's purpose, which is basically to investigate the successful welfare evangelism programs, assessing the strategies that has been employed, the outcome, as well as the sustainability. The research questions are posed to delve into the integration of evangelism and aid outcomes on individuals as well as the community at large, and the factors that influencing this sustainability. The chapter sets the stage for exploring the complexities as well as the implication of welfare evangelism, aiming to offer practical insight for practitioners, policymakers, and scholars in humanitarian aid, development studies, as well as religious studies as well. In chapter 2, we provide a comprehensive review of literature on welfare evangelism, clearly stating its definition, the conceptual framework, the strategies, the outcomes, as well as the sustainability factors. Welfare evangelism, which is also known as integral mission and is also known as holistic ministry, is depicted as an approach that addresses both the material as well as the spiritual needs of an individual or the society at large. The scholars like McGrath in 2013 and Rife in 2014, they assert is embodiment of Christian principles, emphasizing the love for one another, the love for one's neighbor, and the holistic care for individual in our community. Various strategies are employed in welfare evangelism program, including community-based outreaches, integrated service delivery, partnerships, and also capacity building. Steza and Putman in 2011, they stress the importance of engaging local stakeholders for sustainability. Assessing outcomes involves measuring improvement in material well-being as well as spiritual growth, and the community empowerment at large, utilizing both the quantitative and the qualitative indicators. CERN in 1999 advocates for comprehensive monitoring and evaluation. Sustainability factors encompasses local ownership, diversified funding, partnership, and effective monitoring and evaluation. McGrath in 2013 highlights the significance of empowering local communities, which will enhance sustainability of the entire process. So by addressing these factors, welfare evangelism programs can enhance their resilience and effectiveness in bringing about holistic transformation of an individual in the society. In chapter 3, we delve into the three comprehensive case studies of welfare evangelism programs. The first is the Faith in Action, which is based in rural Kenya, Hope for Tomorrow, which is based in urban India. Then the Healing Hands in rural Honduras. Each program exemplifies successful integration of both evangelistic effort as well as humanitarian aid when they are combined, presenting unique strategies, outcomes, as well as their sustainability factors. Let's start with the first, which is Faith in Action. It operates in rural Kenya and is being spearheaded by a coalition of local churches and international NGOs. The program adopts a community-based approach which involves local leaders and community members in program planning as well as implementation. It offers a wide uh, array of services which include clean water access, health care access, education, economic empowerment initiative, just to mention a few. Evangelistic efforts are quite seamless when it comes to being integrated into these activities, and there will be need for trained volunteers sharing the Christian messages during these community gatherings and outreach events. So they has to be done concurrently in order to maximize the opportunities. The program has yielded significant positive outcomes, including reduced waterborne disease in such localities, improvement in maternal and child care services, increase in school enrollment rates, especially among the youth and the children, and the economic upliftment of the entire community and society. Moreover, spiritual growth and transformation have been observed also among program participants. Sustainability is ensured through robust community partnership, diversified funding sources, and capacity building efforts, which is targeted to the local leaders and volunteers. The second we're looking at is Hope for Tomorrow. They operate in urban India, targeting the marginalized urban slum communities. The program employs a multifaceted approach, offering diversities of help such as healthcare clinics, vocational training, child sponsorship, and community development projects, just to mention a few. Evangelistic outreach is seamlessly woven into service delivery with trained counselors and pastors providing the spiritual support needed to the beneficiaries. The program has led to tangible improvement in health care outcomes, economic stability, and education access, alongside fostering spiritual renewal, spiritual revival, and hope among the participants. Sustainability is maintained through active community engagement, volunteer mobilization, and partners with local businesses and government agencies that are available. The third one is the Healing Hands operation in rural Honduras, focusing on providing healthcare services and spiritual counseling to undeserved communities. The program operates mobile medical clinics, thereby offering free medical consultancy and consultations, uh, diagnostic tests, uh, offering of medications where necessary, and above all, spiritual counseling. The positive outcomes include improved health care services, spiritual healing, and revival among the beneficiaries. The sustainability is achieved through partnership with local healthcare providers, volunteer recruitment and training, and the community education initiative aimed at promoting preventive healthcare practices. These case studies underscores the effectiveness of welfare evangelism program in addressing both the material as well as the spiritual needs of an individual and the community at large. They highlight the importance of community engagement, which is involved in diversified funding sources, partnership, and volunteer mobilization in ensuring program success and long-term impact in the society. So these findings provide valuable insight for practitioners as well as the policymakers in the field of humanitarian aid and religious outreach, informing future program design as well as their implementation. In chapter 4, we delve into the findings and analysis derived from the case studies presented in chapter 3. We are focusing on common strategies among these successful programs, the positive outcomes, as well as the impact assessment and factors which contribute to their sustainability. Welfare evangelism programs operating in diverse global contexts demonstrate unique approaches to addressing community needs while sharing the Christian messages to the people concurrently. The chapter highlights common strategies which have been observed among the successful programs, including the integration of evangelistic efforts with holistic developmental initiatives. The program, such as the Faith in Action in rural Kenya and the Hope for Tomorrow in urban India, they both illustrate how combining practical assistance with evangelism can foster trust within the communities, making them more receptive to the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. The community engagement emerges as another crucial strategy with successful programs involving community members in program design as well as the implementation. For instance, the Healing Hands in rural Honduras mobilized the local volunteers and leaders, ensuring programs are culturally relevant and responsive to the local needs. The positive outcome resulting from welfare evangelism programs they encompasses the social, economic, as well as the spiritual dimensions. So they are quite holistic in their delivery. The program contributes to community cohesion, economic empowerment, and as well as the spiritual growth of both the individual and the community at large. For example, initiatives like the Faith in Action and Hope for Tomorrow, they empower individuals through education, skill acquisition training, and economic opportunities, thereby fostering social inclusion as well as financial stability. Um, Spiritually, programs facilitate spiritual growth and transformation, thereby providing individuals with hope, with purpose, as well as a sense of belonging, which is rooted in the shared faith values. Impact assessment methods such as participatory monitoring and evaluation are quite crucial for understanding program effectiveness and comprehensively so. So while the case studies demonstrate the positive outcome, vigorous evaluation methods are needed to measure the impact accurately, and by engaging stakeholders in the evaluation process and using mixed method approaches, program implementers can gather rich data on program effectiveness and identify areas that requires improvement. Sustainability is essential for ensuring the long-term impact of welfare evangelism programs. Factors contributing to sustainability include community ownership, also partnership building, as well as capacity development. So, community ownership, which fosters a sense of responsibility among the beneficiaries, while partnership with local stakeholders maximize resources and as well as the expertise. Capacity development initiatives, they strengthen the skills and the knowledge of the program staff and volunteers, thereby enhancing program resilience and adaptability. In chapter 5, which is the concluding chapter, we conclude the research on welfare evangelism program, emphasizing their vital role in addressing community needs while sharing the Christian message. It summarizes key findings, discusses contributions to the field, and offers recommendations for future programs. The summary of findings highlights the holistic approach of successful programs, integrating evangelism with practical assistance in order to address material and spiritual needs effectively. Positive outcomes include community cohesion, empowerment among the people, economic improvement, spiritual revival, spiritual growth, just to mention a few. But the factors contributing to sustainability encompasses community ownership, partnership building, and capacity development, just to mention a few. Contributions to the field include a deep understanding of effective practices in welfare evangelism, thereby emphasizing holistic approaches and rigorous impact assessment. Recommendations for future programs include adopting a holistic approach, fostering community ownership, building strong partnership, and investing in capacity development and rigorous impact assessment. Overall, the research provides valuable insight for practitioners as well as the policy makers, also the researchers, and contributing to the field of humanitarian action and guiding future welfare evangelism programs towards greater effectiveness, sustainability, and better impact. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.